Good morning. This is Glenn Greenidge and Tom Pope. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about festivals. Festivals, street festivals that come into our community. Um, there's a lot of interesting thoughts about is it a productive thing or is it a counterproductive to have all the people coming in? Festivals bring in um, performances, bring in vendors from other locations. Sometimes the vendors are selling junk. Sometimes the vendors and promoters are bringing in really nice, high-end, fashionable kinds of things.
You just had a street festival on Suffern Boulevard.
Yes, yes, we did. And one of the things that we look to do, we have a particular theme each year, and we look to have live performances as part of our festival, but we also look to have um, a quality type vendor come in um, to sell things that are unusual, maybe not available, um, and and also, of course, there's always food at a festival. You can't have food festival without food. So we try to do what I would call a more high end type festival to bring in. This year we also had the classical cars, so people could come in and we also always have something for the children, not just bouncy houses, but some kind of exhibit. We've had the Black Cowboys, we had Eric the Reptile Guy this year, and so we do different things for the different people in the community. But the question still remains is that good for the community or not? Is that a positive thing or is it just more people leaving trash in the community?
Um, what did you find? Did you do any tracking on whether small businesses did better?
Well, some the we do our festival on a Saturday, and so that generally brings commerce to the area, brings people and foot traffic to the area. So as a result, the people outside of the festival as well as inside the festival have have extra benefit. So they do have a benefit, um, and it depends on what
Did you get any numbers on an increase?
Not really, because it depends on the establishment. Like a place that's also selling food probably would not get as much as a place um, that is selling clothes or people. I think for me the biggest thing about a restaurant about a festival is that people then get to find out what's in that community if they're not familiar with that community, so that they can come back at a later point in time. Oh, there's a Starbucks here. Oh, there's a Rainbow. Or oh, there's a Ideal Supermarket or whatever, Colombian restaurant. So they get to see the fiber of the community.
Part of this question we could leave for the audience is, do you think this fosters community pride?
Absolutely. Certainly one of the questions that they ask, is there pride associated with that festival? And I think if the festival is done right, I think that it can offer some of those kinds of things.
Um, One of the other parts of this is, how can you help? What types of abilities do you have? It takes a lot to plan a festival like this. Um, or maybe just give a few words on what it takes to plan it.
Well, you're planning the the theme. You're planning the performances that are going to be. You're going to also provide the other activity for the kids as well as for the adults to attract them. So there are different aspects of the festival. It's not just having a bunch of vendors come in. There are actually some additional things that can be supported, especially if you want something that is reflective of community pride.
Um, well, we're talking specifically, I think, um, the organization running this may need to rent equipment,
Right.
print pamphlets. Um, what about accommodations for porta-sands?
All of those things are needed in support of the community event, and certainly any hands-on, because there's operational pieces that you need the day of the event as well as just the pre-planning.
The other part of this is we have a lot of people in the general audience who have unique skills. Can your skill be applied to doing something instructional that would interest people at the festival? How
Absolutely.
can you contribute?
Right, because you may be an artist and you want to do some demonstrations. We've had music schools perform at the event to let them know that there's a musical school available for children and adults. So there are lots of things that can be included that help to promote the community.
Let us know what your thoughts are. Get in touch with us at Facebook. That's Community and Social Change.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.